Alright. Now, where was I? Was I supposed to rest these people, and if so, to what extent? How are you doing, Healy McHeelface? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Hello. Hello there. Well, you dropped by at just the right moment. I am about to venture into the chthonic depths. To level 8, to very limits of level 8, most likely, and then possibly beyond to level 9. The penultimate level of the dungeon. Promising, intimidating, exhilarating. What do we have here? We still have spellcasts on Maggie. I feel a bit uneasy about the prospect of descending. I feel a bit uneasy about the prospect of descending with only these spell slots. Indeed, a decent bit of progress. I have been playing on and off, on stream and off stream. I don't think this is it. We're not quite there yet. I don't think we're going to get down to level 10 today, but we are well on our way. There's so many mysteries for me to uncover. I think I should rest Maggie to have her recover her spell slots. V has nothing to regain. Now then there are Fui and Bv who can also regain spell slots. Since, you know, there's Samurai right now and they have access to Mahalito. That's quite useful on a frontliner to just be able to add to the waves of AoE. In principle, I could have Healy McHeelface cast his AoE spell, then Maggie cast hers, then these two guys cast theirs, and just like that, we have 4 AoE spells going off at the same time. V, of course, is, as people have wonderfully phrased it, the human can opener. She's there to disarm traps, and even at that, she fails from time to time, which is rather disappointing. Okay, let's rest these people. 20 spell points recovered. Healy. 33 spell points recovered. Okay, the only person who is not at full health is Timmy. Which is perfectly fine since we can heal him, I guess. I wouldn't want to age him even further. Although he hasn't aged that much, despite the fact that he has died 3 times by now. But then again, Bv has died 5 times, so, you know. There's also that. And of course, transitioning to a different class ages people significantly. Oh, 7 kills on this guy. Magnificent. Incredible. As compared to, you know, 387 kills on Timmy. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna rest this guy. That's a lot of spellcasts. Alright. No more dallying. Oh, right, of course, I was supposed to check the items. That's why I kept on switching. I think we're fine. I just have to remember that we have plenty of antidotes. 1 antidote on Maggie, 2 antidotes on V. There's the Scroll of Halito if she is to use another Scroll of Halito and the Potion of Dios, in case we need some healing off of a potion. I could hypothetically stock up on healing potions and such, but I don't think I need to. Although there are anti-magic rooms that could severely limit our options. Though I don't know, do scrolls work in those rooms? Possibly not, but potions should. A potion is not a spell. Either way. Let's head down. Explore cautiously and don't overextend. Yep, that's what the game is about. Let's do this. We can't exactly go down the first elevator and then reach the second elevator because there's something blocking our path. And I have no idea what sort of artifact or spell or whatever we need to actually bypass it. I know we could use the teleportation spell, but that doesn't sound like the solution. Seems as if we're missing a crucial piece of the puzzle, some sort of a key, artifact, something along those lines. But I have no idea where to find one. Possibly on... Oh, come on, a level 1 mage, really? Attack, attack, attack. Defend, hide in the shadows, defend. Hello. Do we get a chest? Hopefully not. I wouldn't want garbage to gunk up my inventory space. Down we go to level 3. We rolled a random encounter on level 2. Whoa, hold on. Right, of course, we're on level 3. Not on level 4, I have to be cautious here. Okay. We go down here, that's a side path, don't go over there. We go through here. Across. I forgot to cast the spells! I forgot to cast the shield! I don't, I can just ignore them. I forgot to shield! Damn it! Killy, Bama 2. I forgot to cast both of the spells! Okay, I can D this guy, but then I'll have to heal him to full, so we presumably should head back to the this is odious. Mahalito these guys. Fight! Bama 2. Bathe in flames. Wait, no trap? Abandoned chest, return to the... return to the chest. What am I doing? Inspect the chest. Oh, everyone can inspect the chest. You can have everyone on the team inspect the chest? That's astonishing. And then you reach a consensus. Okay, well, so what do we do now? I can D this guy, but then he could turn to ash. Damn it! I'll have to heal him to full. Hold on. Well, fine. I'm gonna D this guy. Give him the D. Needless to say, we are heading back to the surface. Again. And paying through their nose for the resurrection. Just when I've managed to put away a decent bit of cash. 30k gold. I'll have to go over to the temple and pay to have this guy resurrected. Well, at the very least, I will not have to Madi the guy. Because when you resurrect from ashes, in the remake, mind you, they resurrect a person at full health. Whereas if they just resurrect the old-fashioned way from a corpse and not ashes, the person comes back at a single hit point. Oh. Can I D the ashes? Also, I can level up V, so hooray for that. Hold on, can I actually... is it possible for him to try to D the ashes? Possibly? Well, let's not try. Let's instead, you know, waste money on the... Oh, 5k! I'll... Sure! Resurrection successful. That wasn't so terrible, that was it. 5k! Whatever. That's not a problem, not one bit. Well, I'll remember to cast my buffs this time. Okay, V, level up to 12. 7 more hit points, how wonderful. And 2 new attribute points. What do I spend them on? Vitality, piety, intellect, or strength? Strength seems quite tempting. Strength is used for V to try and hit people from the shadows. Vitality has its allure, but I think I'm gonna go for strength. Now, if I could turn V evil, I could hypothetically, eventually, transition her to a ninja. In fact, that might be the primary use for thieves. You take them, turn them into ninjas, and then just slaughter everything. But, no, I would have to bump up many more stats. Never mind. I'm bumping up strength. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. You can get, say, 1 hit point, and that's rather disappointing as an experience. You can get between 1 and 3 new attribute points, so if you keep on getting a single attribute point rather than 3, that's also rather unfortunate, to say the least. Okay, how are we doing on level ups? Timmy will level up soon-ish. Fui will level up soon-ish. Bv is gonna level up soon-ish. Hirima Killface, kinda far away from that. V, nowhere near level 13. And Maggie, far away from level 12. Understandably enough. Yeah, listen, this game was frustration incarnate back in the day. However, I am playing with all of the modern features, all of the quality of life improvements, everything I possibly can. So I really can't complain. Actually, we've had this conversation with Flame. And I have pointed out that I keep on complaining about, oh, so many games out there. Oh, this is terrible, that is terrible. I'm not gonna complain about this, okay? Not more than is necessary. Ma porfig. L'Omelwa. Now we're talking. Okay. Let's make our way back down to level 5. Down to Goblin Town indeed. It's... Level 3 and 4 are such absolute menaces. Yes, and at this point I even got used to the sorts of annoying things you can encounter on a given level that can just ruin your day. On level 3 you can encounter an abundance of ninjas. That can happen. And ninjas at level 3 will decapitate you. No mercy will be shown. No quarter will be given. On level 4, you can encounter a huge contingent of boring beetles, which rarely hit, but when they do, they hit hard. But you can also encounter dragon puppies. Dragon puppies are gonna just murder you. Level 3? No, I'm sorry, at level 4, level 4. On level 3 you encounter ninjas, on level 4 you can encounter dragon puppies. Same goes for level 5, you can encounter them there as well. Oh, what other odious things can you possibly stumble upon? Yep, rotate. Oh, look, well buzz. Oh, they're not that terrible. Hypothetically, it could poison my whatever. Do they surprise us? They do. That doesn't surprise me. We also burnt an AoE on a warrior, but I'm fine with that for now. Just as a precaution, I'm gonna Matu. I have 9 spellcasts from tier 2, and most of these are useless. So might as well Matu. It's either Matu or Montino. I'm not gonna... Can I sleep the bells? Bells sleep, don't they? They hibernate. Can you sleep the bells? Or should I just buff the party? Matu. You hide in the shadows. You, Mahalito the bells. Fight! The bell is dead. Fry the bells! Of course they're gonna try to flee. And 9 points of damage. But Timmy is immune to the effects of lycanthropes and indeed deals more damage to lycanthropes because of his wonderful magical sword, the World Slayer. No trap. Well, I would like to get a second opinion. What do you think, mage? She thinks there's a poison needle there. Okay, Timmy, the warrior, can you weigh in on the chest? No, there's no trap over there. Okay, how about you? There's no trap, okay. I think as you inspect the chest with more and more people, there's a chance that it'll just open up. And if there is a trap there, it's gonna blow up in your face. So let's not do that too often. I don't know that for a fact, but I just speculate that that's the case. And of course, speculation is absolutely wonderful and foolproof. Alright. We go through the bird door using the bird statuette. Nasty things can happen on level 4. Let's hope that they don't. Fingers crossed. Nope, nope, nope. Over here and to the side. Over here and inside. Over here. One rotting corpse. Turn undead. Fight! Away goes the rotting corpse. Dun 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 dun. Yes, marvelous. Good time was had by all. Can we go down now? Awesome. The worst part is when you get a group of friendly whatever, you press space because you want to descend or something, and you instead engage them in combat. Okay, we go through here, we go through there, turn around, through here, open a door, get on the floor, everybody do the dinosaur. And we finally reach the elevator. With the 95% certain, but the completely... Oh, no. What is displayed is the certainty, the global level of certainty. So that is the level of certainty a person has, but also adjusted for the level of competence in being confident about the results. So, in fact, it's not the level of confidence that's displayed, it is the chance, as far as I can tell. Okay, down to level 8. And here I need to pay attention. Not that I didn't have to pay attention last time, I should have. Yeah. Talk about confidence intervals. Okay, we're here. And what I wanted to see was this area right there. Hypothetically, I can try to explore this bit. But to explore that, I would have to actually descend the old-fashioned way. I kinda don't want to. I don't think there's anything of note over here. Then again, what do I know? I'm going to try and visit this bit. So, north of the eastern lung. North of the eastern... whatever. An encounter with one High Priest. Listen, these guys are no joke, okay? High Priests can cast level 5 spells. They can cast Badi, which is the death spell. If it succeeds, you die. And we don't want that, do we? So, I'm gonna Badios this guy. Maybe I should silence this guy. Yeah, let's silence this guy. No free speech for you. And the mage is gonna Halito him, just for extra humiliation. Away he goes. And of course we get a chest. There's no trap, okay. Warrior, what do you think? There's no trap. Okay, Mage, what do you think? There's no trap. Huh. Okay, what about you, Priest? There's no trap. Okay, what about you? No trap found. We get a staff and a sword. Ha ha ha. And considering that this is dungeon level 8, those might be magnificent things indeed, but I don't have Pete on hand to identify them in the field. An encounter with 2 High Priests and 5 Champion Samurai. Okay, this is going to be somewhat more rough, but I think we attack. We need to silence the priest, so we want Montino the High Priest, because, keep in mind, they have the death spell, which just kills you. Maggie, go ahead and, listen, I have all of these spell slots, all the way down to the Zil-1 spell that just kills monsters. No, hold on. All the way down to the Lacanito spell, which causes a group of monsters to suffocate, killing all of them if they don't make a successful saving throw. There's the Medalta Teal 5, there's Lahalito, and then there's Mahalito. And then I'm tempted to just go with Mahalito. Really? Just Mahalito. They have no... They only are resistant to sleep. Mahalito or Lahalito? Mahalito or Lahalito? We have 5 casts of this. Let's Lahalito these guys. We Lahalito the Samurai. Fight! Montino was ineffective. Well, that sucks. One High Priest is dead. Okay, attack the High Priest. Attack the High Priest. Attack the High Priest. Catino was in effect. Oh, they were trying to Catino us. They were trying to silence us. That's not okay. We get to silence you. You don't get to silence us. What is this? Buddy this guy. Attack him from the shadows, V. Do your thing. How about we Mahalito the frontline samurai? I'll teach him. Priest is dead. Samurai got Badid. Bathe in flames. Attack, attack, attack. Barrios, hide in the shadows. Jalito, fight! 14 points of damage. You know what? Maybe, just maybe, I should focus more on dealing damage, because at this point, Timmy is taking a bit of a beating. And by a bit, I mean a lot. How about we Dialma Timmy? I'll do it. Attack from the shadows, and you... I don't know, fry the guy? Jalito him a bit. Tickle him. Victory has been achieved. Give me a chest. Give me a chest. I fought so many monsters. I deserve a chest. Here's a chest. Is anything in the chest? There's a stunner trap. Disarm the trap. Yay! We get a potion. Okay, we're here. We're on our way there. Hold on, has this been discovered? I don't know. Is this darkness that we have not penetrated? I don't know. We are going here. So, Eastern Lung over here, and through the other door, out there and there. Many things could happen. Gotta be careful. Through the door. An encounter with 4 giants! Yeah, whatever. Oh, we haven't seen giants like this before. Hi. These are 4 elf giants. Okay, we know nothing about them. How about we cast a buff? I could cast a buff on our warriors directly. Yeah, why not? Let's start out the fight by them so-peaking themselves. Please so-peak yourselves. And since we're so far down here, I could Bamatu. And that'll eat into very precious slots. No, let's just Matu. Am I being greedy? I don't think I'm being greedy. I think we'll live. Let's Lajalito these guys instead of just Majalitoing them. Fight! Bathe in flames. Lajalito was ineffective. Missed me. Ah! The giant gets hit 3 times! Oh, 7 points of damage. Well, that's rather impressive, but not as impressive as what we are about to do. Are they immune to damage? Hit him a kill phase. Go ahead and cast Latuma Pick on these folks. You, attack from the shadows. Maggie, can you try to Jalito them? Fight! Oh! That's a lot of damage. Attack, attack, attack. Ah, look at my frontliners getting the job done. Hats off to them. The Alma. On. Fui. Look at that armor class. V, just have... Actually, no. V will hide in the shadows. Maggie is going to observe these guys, trying to learn anything new about... Oh, come on! Attack, attack, attack. Latuma Pick. Hide in the shadows. Inspect. Well, we know that killing each of them gives you 20,000 points of experience. So that's an important thing to keep in mind. Okay, I would like a second opinion. I think there's an exploding box in there. Nah, V says there isn't. What do you think? Never mind. 500 gold, a mace. Hey, V has leveled up. That's what I get for slaughtering monsters that impressively powerful. Okay, if we kill a couple more of these giants, we might level up soon enough. But for now, I think I should bump up the health on these guys. That's why I have a priest in my party, isn't it? The Alma. Dial. Dial. The Al. The Al, folks. We go through here, no encounters. Okay, okay. An encounter with 2 trolls! We know pretty much nothing about trolls, except for the fact that they give this much experience. That's basically nothing! Nothing! Especially compared to the mountain giants, or stone giants that give us 20,000 each. What is this? A pathetic troll. Yeah, whatever. Just Matu Depalt, UV, hide in the shadows, mage. Have a gander at the troll. Look at those trolls go! 7 points of damage, that's what I get, that's what I get. Attack, 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 inspect. Inspect from the shadows, inspect. Fight! The troll dies. Learn things, learn things, learn things, no. We haven't learned anything new about the trolls. A chest? No? Well, never mind then. Okay, this is the mysterious doll. Here we go. No! Away goes the spell on my torch. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no! We're no we're no longer there! We got teleported as well as having our thing extinguished. Uh-oh. Okay, don't panic! Do not panic now! Hey! Huh? Hey, what? Eh, huh. Hold on. Before... an encounter with 1 troll. We can kill 1 troll. Yeah, I hate magical darkness. Attack, attack, attack. Of course the trolls regenerate. We fail to learn anything about the troll. He misses, so it misses. And it dies. We don't deserve a chest after killing 1 troll. There's nothing here, nothing of note. You can't... There are no secret passages as far as I can tell. Doom a pig! Where are we? Where am I? Right here. What? How did... What? Okay, I'm here. So... Have I got whipped around even more times? I don't... Okay, okay. Hold on, let's see what can be done here. If I go south... This is a wall, yeah. What? Yeah, you go through that door and you're teleported to another place entirely. Where am I now? Attack, attack, attack. Inspect, inspect, inspect. Fighting the trolls is significantly more relaxing than fighting the stone giants, you know. Should look them up in the bestiary, but whatever. Where am I now? Okay. Actually, that makes sense, I guess. It's a one-way door over there. We go through here. Well, in pitch black dark. Oh, 2 ogre lords. Also pathetic. Yeah, I know. Having a good time over here, killing trolls. Fight them. What is he casting? We got darkness! Well, too bad for this guy. We don't care about darkness. We're already in darkness. We don't care. Die. Arcane ogre lords, eh? Whatever. These aren't expert spellcasters, okay? Do we get a chest? No. Well, never mind. Oh, 3 major daimyos. Wandering around through the darkness sounds like a terrible idea, but if there's gonna be an exit, it's probably gonna be around here. There's gotta be something of note here. The worst part is, you can have a hidden passageway in the darkness and you're not gonna see it because you can't cast your spell. The only way you can possibly find it is if you actually touch every single wall you encounter while in the darkness. Anyway, these guys, they offer a bit more of a challenge, I guess. Matu the party. You hide in the shadows. You, I don't know, Mali to them. Fight. Bathe in flames. No, that didn't work. Fine, kill them the old-fashioned way. Attack, attack, attack. Observe them, attack from the shadows, and you Halito them. Aha! 20% chance to avoid taking damage from spells, and they're immune to sleep. Of course they are, who isn't? Attack, attack, attack. We know everything there is to know about them. Barrios them, hide in the shadows. Halito, fight. Attack, attack, attack. Defend, attack, defend, fight. Good stuff, good times. Oh, 2 people have leveled up. Magnificent. Absolutely splendid. What are we doing? We're mapping out every single... Are we seriously in the same spot? Oh boy. Oh, I see. I see how it is. So you go north. Oh, we're in the darkness. You go over here. Oh, hey. Let's check both of these walls. Nothing. You go north. Oh, no, I'm in the darkness. You go over here. Hey, we're not in the darkness anymore. Is this the same space? Or is it just a case of verisimilitude? 2 archmages. Listen, ladies, you're posers. You're nothing. You don't know how to cast spells. You suck. I will not fall for your schemes. I'm not even going to bother to declare any spells to be cast on you. You're worthless. You give me 790 XP. Okay. Every single one of those walls I should have checked for doors. Now I'll have to walk around and check everyone. This is annoying. Okay. Okay, hold on. Do my pick. Do my pick. Do my pick time. Well, here. Okay. We're meandering as if drunk through this space that's dark. That's it. That's literally all that's happening. What? Did I just get teleported around? I think I got teleported. Yeah, I got teleported around. You. A group of friendly trolls. How do we even spot them? How do we see them? Well, this is going to be exciting, isn't it? Ah, 2 champion samurai. Barrios, hide in the shadows. Halito them. Fight! That's a decent bit of damage. But we'll live. Do I even need to heal them? Not yet. Do we get a chest? Well... leveling... Ah, damn it! Well, okay, okay. I should have done that. Do my pick time. How much did we explore? Oh, there's this one-way door, and then there's this bit. And then there's that space. Is there anywhere we can actually go? I've explored alongside the rightmost wall. It didn't seem like there was anywhere to go. We open the door. Do we get ambushed again? No, we don't. I think this is a waste of our time, except for one single thing. You see, we haven't found the stairs down. They're probably somewhere around here, but where? You go to the dark room and you just get attacked repeatedly by all sorts of monstrosities. I guess it's a nice way to level up. Oh, we surprised the monsters. That's amazing. Have a gander at them, guys. Just have a gander at them. Don't even bother hiding in the shadows. Just look at them. Attack, attack, attack. To the party, hide in the shadows. Gander, please. Ah, new details have been observed. Eight damage. Why? What's the point of casting these buffs anyway? Oh, I should have observed. Never mind. If you get a chest in the dark, and there's no one around to see it, did you actually get a chest? Ladies, please! Timmy has leveled up! It's such a gargantuan waste of time. My goodness, look at this. I still get a chest, but it doesn't make a sound. But if it doesn't make a sound, how can I possibly determine that it exists? Oh, 5 high priests? That's a bit too many high priests. Actually, tell you what, attack you, Mahalito the high priest, you, I don't know, Halito the high priest. No, that's pointless. Just attack them in melee. You, my goodness, go ahead and Montino the High Priest. You hide in the shadows. You, Lahalito the High Priest. Bathe in flames. One at least should die. This one. He did. Oh boy. Finish them off. Come on. Kill them. They're gonna. Bathe in flames. Why do I even bother? Nothing ever works. The Alma on Bvi, attack from the shadows, and you just, I don't know how to tell them, fight. You know, this is a nice, wonderful, adorable experience over here. Just wandering through these bits. Sometimes, briefly having a glance at 2 shrouds of darkness around me, sometimes not, leveling the characters up and so on, but my goodness, I would like to do something more productive. Okay, this is where we are, this is where we leave. Is this literally it? These few bits over here in this direction, this little nook, and that's it, and a way to leave? There's gotta be more to this, right? Or is this just the level? Is the only way to progress via the elevator. Okay, over here and north. Ow. Ow. Down, 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 down. Ow. Haha, I have been teleported again. I hate this. I barely spotted something, but then it went away immediately. I couldn't even see what it was. Even though I could hypothetically see what it was. We're going to go to the elevator again, I guess. Okay, Matu the party, you hide in the shadows, you... I don't know, Mahalito, these guys? They're not even worth it. Halito them, whatever. Ooh, 7 points of damage. He tries to... Okay! I didn't know they had access to spells like that. That's rather horrifying. Attack, attack, attack. Hitting him a kill face. Go ahead and literally just save yourself, the Alma. Well, this turns everything on its head, doesn't it? Okay. You Lajalito these guys because they are a threat. Die! Bathe in flames! No! No! I'm glad it's all ogre. Oh no, it's the initial spot. And of course it teleports you. Okay, okay. Step to the side. No, damn it! I think we'll have to surface again. And then go back and try to actually accomplish something. So pathetic. Major Daimios. Ogre the Rainbow. Oh, I can't matu the party. That's lovely. Hide in the shadows. Mahalito? Yeah, Mahalito, whatever. Bathe in flames. They resist spells with a surprising and utterly annoying tenacity. Attack, attack, attack. Let's slowly start deossing people, shall we? Well, is this what I've been reduced to? Deossing people? I can dial someone once. Dialing V. Or dialing? I don't know anymore. Dilto these guys. As unfortunate as it sounds. Attack, attack, attack. We're kinda down to deossing, I'm afraid. Yeah, no healing on 3. Do I have healing on 6? I have Madi. Heals a party member to fall if I really commit to it. But I don't think I want to commit to it. Fight. Clink. Attack, attack, attack. Dios. Hide. No Halitos left. Great. Mahalito. That's kind of... No, on 1 hit point, come on. It shall not be cast. Good. Give me a chest? No, you don't get a chest in the shadows. Okay. We leave through here. Well, here we should head back south. Ignore the stupid dark room. I mean, the dark room. Oh boy. And just... Do we even want to descend onto level 9? Well, technically I do have... Oh, come on. I do have some resources left, although it is tempting to just go back up and level up before progressing. Ah, yes, and I'm running out of everything, so that's even more enticing, isn't it? I can't Montino anyone. That's bad news. I have so many powerful spells left, though. Unspent, uncast, untouched. Fight! The priest is dead. The daimios fry, kinda. Ow. 2 points of damage taken, that's fine. Attack, attack, attack. Let's Dios V. If I'm Diosing people to health, maybe that's a good indicator that that I should go further, actually. Till 3 cast. Okay, Mahalito these guys. Save in flames. 2 of them go down, 1 survives. Get him. Attack, attack, attack. Do we know everything there's to know about this guy? Yes, actually. And all those like him. Actually, go ahead and Dios... Oh, the frontliners are obscenely low on health at this point, but deal yourself. You don't cast anything, just defend. Well, if I don't want these guys to die, I presumably ought to relent and muddy the frontliners. Greater healing! But if I do that, I am effectively out of any spellcast on my priest. Which makes it sound like a terrible, atrocious idea to progress any further, doesn't it? I'm still tempted to, but I feel like it's the exact wrong call. Although if he levels up, yeah, if he levels up, well, if he levels up and I then actually level him up in town, he will replenish his slots. So the question is, do I go back, or do I visit level 9 briefly to let Maggie cast some spells? I do have options. But with 3 level ups, I have the perfect excuse to just go back up and descend after I'm done. Do you see what they have in store for you? Well, if you... Well, hold on. No, I know one reason not to do this. If I go down there and I get teleported away in such a capacity that I cannot retreat back to the elevator, I will be stuck there with no ability to heal, which may very well kill me. I'm heading back up. I already had this little misadventure down there on level 7, I believe. That was horrifying, but I have managed to get away. I know, because it sounds brilliant in principle. Go back, go down there, just see what they have to offer, spend some spell slots, then go back to the elevator immediately and heal back up. It makes sense. Okay, what if you can't go back to the elevator? Well, you probably die, because you have no way to recover. Yeah, I've been through this song and dance before, it's not pretty. Hold on, can I actually get away? Can I actually leave through here? Is that possible? No, it shunts me back. Okay, well then, we go to floor 5. There's basically no harm in recovering all those spell slots right here, right now. It would be an unnecessary risk too. Am I going back the right way? I think I am. Oh, right, of course, because I don't have the torch active. One dragon puppy and we surprise it. Okay. Okay. Take this, you monster. Fight! Indeed. Hello, though. Oh, and we get a chest. That was surprisingly harmless. My goodness, dragon puppies have been the bane of my existence. Also, notably, not only will I be able to level 3 people up, I also have a couple of items that I might want to, identify, deal with. Am I going the right way? Am I going the right way? I think I am. Yeah, this is the right way. This is indeed the way over here. Okay, we didn't get attacked, so we can go through, onwards, up. Excellent, level 4. And on level 4, since our torch has been extinguished, we may as well go for the elevator. We cannot go through the elevator, that makes no sense. I mean through, via the elevator. Can't do that anyway, we can't reach the elevator, because the elevator on level 4 is in kind of an awkward spot. So forget about it. We're going back up the old-fashioned way, and that's fine. By this point, I know this by heart. We just have to make sure not to drop down a pit. A bottom-full pit. I guess a bottomless pit would be less of a threat. Well, it is in principle. It's the very problem with pits, you see, is that you hit the bottom eventually. Oh, okay. Uncoiling on level 2. There's basically nothing that can stop us right now. All of our people are alive. I keep bumping into walls. Because I haven't memorized the exact number of steps at the exact uncoiling to not bump into walls. Two level 1 priests, please. And we surprise the monsters. Quick, fight, fight. Slice, slice. Away you go. Come on, come on. Just let me proceed, thank you. Through here, to the side and up. Okay, level 1. Level ups. And items. Anything else? I might possibly want to rest someone. No, they're pretty high on health. I just have to restore the spell slots. So I might want to rest Maggie of all people. I've spent quite a bit of her AoE. Alright. We're up here. My first order of business is to inspect V's inventory. Oh, right, of course. All of her inventory slots are full, which is great. Okay. Into the tavern we go. Goodbye, V. Hello, Pete. There we go. Here's Pete. And now, lo and behold, we have to trade some items. Give this to Pete. Give the armor to Pete. V's mace goes to Pete. V's potion goes to Pete. Hitting Heal faces. Staff goes to Pete. Maggie's flail goes to Pete. Okay, what is this? It's a longsword -1. Terrible. That's a chainmail. That's a mace. Why did you why? Oh, because you put your hands on it. Well, great, great, dude. Now you have a mace -1 equipped alongside level armor -1. I hope you're happy. Identify the potion. It's an antidote. Great. Identify the staff. It's a staff. And this is an anointed flail. Great, wonderful, good times. We're selling all of this garbage. Alright, we're selling the staff, the chainmail, the anointed flail, the longsword -1 that apparently catches 500 gold. Do I sell the staff +2? Maybe not. I've absolutely not played many similar games. No. I finally decided to commit and play a proper RPG. And I guess this was it. I guess this is what I've settled on. Okay, well, leveling Timmy up. He goes up to 12. Gets 1 new attribute point, which is... But hold on. Hold on. 1 new attribute point. What did he need? What did he need? I'm fully confident I just needed 1 more attribute point in something. Intellect, piety? Oh, I needed to make him a lord. I can't remember. Or was this supposed to be a long journey? Did he need 13 points of intellect and more piety? Oh, I thought I was so close. I had the damn manual somewhere. Hold on, hold on. Please stand by. Wizardry 1, Lord stats. Okay. I need to have intellect at 12, piety at 12. Oh, this is not happening. Luck, check. Agility, check. Vitality, you betcha. Strength, sure. Intellect, yes. Oh, we need more piety. Yeah. But I don't have enough in terms of stats. It's just not gonna work. Need 12 points of piety. This is gonna take forever. No, hold on. Last time I've mentioned that it's probably gonna take up to... It's probably gonna take 3 levels. Well, only if the next 2 levels I get 3 attribute points. I do want to drop this guy down to level 1 whatever, Lord, but and then I'll be leveling him up from scratch. That's gonna be fun. Okay, piety at 6. Let's just have a gander. Let's check. Where is that screen anyway? Oh, you have to go to the training grounds. Of course you do. Inspect roster, go to Timmy. And what's the button? Where do you change class? Can't even remember that. Edit character. There we go. Timmy, class. I need 6 more points of piety. I was right all along. I have to give him more piety, that's it. Once his piety hits 12, I'll be able to transition him to Lord. But not yet. Cannot be done. Cannot be done quite yet. We're leveling up Fui. Look at this. Look at this glory. 3 new arcane spell points, 27 more hit points as a Lord, and 3 attribute points. Isn't this glorious? Isn't this marvelous? I could hypothetically free over here more intellect to invest more in these slots. I could give him more luck, more agility. All of these things are pretty good considerations. I think agility might... Well, no, hold on. The chance to hit and the damage when hit are determined by strength, not agility, coincidentally. I know, right? I know. He just got 27 more hit points. Pretty handy. But we've discussed this. It's random. You can get a good roll, you can get a bad roll. But they even out. Because, you know... actually, it's the distribution... The distribution isn't Gaussian. No, it's random. It's flat. It's linear. Well, whatever. I could give him intellect so he unlocks more spell slots as the samurai and gets access to more mahalitos and such. I could invest in agility so he acts early on in the turn, has a better chance of wiping the enemies out before they wipe us out. Luck helps with everything. And then there's piety, which isn't that useful. There's some rubber... in the modern version or in the old version? But it would make sense. Either way, I think I'm going to invest in agility. Doesn't sound like the worst of ideas, I guess. Luck would also be useful, so he doesn't get slaughtered by the samurais, well, by the ninjas and such. But for now, I'm gonna roll with agility, I guess. Level 11, Bv gets a single attribute point and 24 hit points. I guess there might be some rubber banding. Well, I just got lucky twice. Either way, I'm not gonna say no to that. That is indeed a decent bit. Okay. Well, anyway, I've considered going down to level 9 before leveling up. I think I'm gonna feel significantly more comfortable at around 100 HP. Yeah, these people should be able to deal with level 9 monsters at this stage, hopefully. Okay, what do I spend this attribute point on? He's at 7 points of agility. How about we invest in luck? Nah, well, this is fine. As much as I hate spoilers, this certainly doesn't cross the line for me. And I tend to be a bit of a stickler in those sorts of terms. Okay, hold on. Before I forget what I was supposed to do over here. First of all, I think we have sold everything on Pete. So does that. We kinda have, yes. We're gonna remove Pete, we're gonna add V. V added, gotta rotate her to the middle of the back line. Rotated. Now I have to go ahead and rest Maggie, so she recovers her spell slots. Rest the priest so he recovers his precious healing, and at this point we can go ahead and descend. I could hypothetically heal these people the tiniest of bits, but I don't think that's worth it. Have I forgotten about any items? Anything, really? Anything at all? No, we have everything. Okay. Into the maze we go. And in the maze, the first and most important thing I should not forget is to have Healing Mac Heal Face cast both Lomilwa and Maporfik. Done. Alright, onwards to glory. We shall go down to level 5, take the elevator, and descend all the way to level 9, and see what awaits us. I still have no idea. Yeah, it's reassuring. We got attacked on level 1? Okay. Turn undead. Hide in the shadows, defend, fight. If the kobolds hit us. Yeah, I'm going to be severely disappointed. Okay, we're fine. Doing just fine. Do I get a chest? Hopefully not, because the items would be absolute garbage. They would just be gunking up my inventory space. And I could toss them away or refuse to open the chest, but whatever. Okay. Let's explore level 9 for the first time. We coil on level 2. It's annoying as hell because you have to count out the number of steps. Okay, 2 creeping crowds. We could hypothetically get poisoned over here, but let's hope we don't. Fight! Slice! Slice! Victory. Onwards. No chests, please. We don't need them. Okay, down we go. Alright, we're down to level 3. We need to go down. Over here we turn right. All the way through here. Cross it once. Turn around. And we get attacked by 3 level 1 priests and 7 level 3 priests. Wow, fancy that. Okay, tell you what, I am going to even use the frontliners over here to cast Mahalitos. Because this is annoying. Just Mahalito them twice. Kinema Killface, go ahead and silence the more powerful priests. So Montino on the level 3 guys. Yeah, the Conclave over here. Fight! Bathe in flames! Bathe in flames, I say! The priest hit for 2 hit points. Wow. Oh, yeah, sure. Cast the AoE spell on 1 remaining priest. Well, that's what I get. That's what I get. That was a lot of AoE. Okay, we get some experience. We get a chest. What's in the chest? There are no traps. Are you sure about that? Warrior! The warrior says open a chest. We receive armor. Yeah, whatever. Down to Goblin Town. I can't wait to see these guys level up to 13. That's gonna be something. Okay, this is level 4. Go through here, Statue of Bell. Veer off to the side. We go once and twice, 3 times a lady. Go over here. 1 huge spider! Hi. Do we surprise the monster? Does the monster surprise us? Attack, attack, attack. Inspect the spider, please. I want to know more about the spider. I know that it's dead. Oh, it can poison you. Wow, would you look at that? Makes you think of halitosis. Well, it makes most people over here think of mojitos. But, guess these are both valid interpretations. Wait, no, that was the passage. We do not get attacked, we descend. Okay. This was level 4, we descended to level 5? Yeah, certainly. Much more refreshing. Okay. We reach the elevator. A momentous occasion. We finally go down to floor 9. Now, I could have, like a maniac, gone down to floor 9 immediately upon discovering the elevator on level 5, but no! I am a patient man. A very patient man. This is it. There's a door to the left and a door to the right. There's also a corridor leading onwards. Anything could happen. We could face pit traps. We could face powerful monsters. Anything. You know I'm a patient man. Okay, there's this here. No hidden passages. I've checked. None were revealed, but I've checked anyway. I don't know about this. I mean, it's level 9, of course. I have every reason to worry. Oh, I expect pit traps around every corner. Is this it? Is this the way to go? I don't know, because there are these 2 doors I've left behind. Okay, we'll go through here. An encounter with 5 gaze counts. They petrify the petrifying monsters. Don't surprise me. Don't surprise me. Don't surprise me. They surprise me. No, stop gazing at me. Don't look at me. They run away. Of course they do. Of course they do. Should I seriously not? Okay, let's Matu the party. Not Bama to the party, just Matu the party. No, hold on. If they get petrified, I have no means of... No, wait, I can kill petrification. Here's a party member to feel kills any condition but death. I can muddy people if they get petrified. Oh, the alligator. No. These are gaze hounds. I'm gonna bum her to the party. She hides in the shadows, and you go ahead and mojito these guys. Down you go. Slice. I'm not getting petrified over here. Give me a chest. V, what do you say? Exploding box. Yay. We receive a flail, and a sword, and armor. Magnificent. What is your experience level, people? Oh, nothing more near, of course. Oh, God. Okay, fine. We face alligators on the 9th floor of the dungeon. By the way, my healer is close to leveling up, which is rather promising. Of all the people, I want him to level up. Okay, the one passageway, the one door that leads out of here is through this. It's through this door. Yes, the one door is through the door. Hold on. 2 ogres and 4 frightening creatures. What are you? You've surprised them. I don't know what these are, but I've surprised the monster, so that's good. Okay, listen. I think we should focus on the frightening creatures. Very, very frightening me. Maybe I should AoE them. I can't AoE. You can't cast spells during surprise rounds. Kirima Keelface, please inspect the horrifying creatures. V, hide in the shadows. You, my sweet mage, have a gander at them. What are these? Night Stalkers. Okay. These are not particularly advanced. The number 60. Okay, they give less than 1.5k experience. I'm not that terrified here. I think I'll live. I think we should prioritize the backliners because they can cast spells. Hirima Keelface, go ahead and, Badios the Ogre. Yeah, why not? No, Montino the Ogre Lord, so they don't cast any silly spells. Attack from the shadows. Maggie, go ahead and... This is an insult. Well, might as well... Fine, insult them. Almost dead. No, dead! Actually. Montino was ineffective. That's unfortunate. Don't you... No! Of course he did it. I know how this... I absolutely know by now how this version handles party wipes. You go over to the party, you retrieve the party. I've had many a corpse dragged to town. And if you turn someone to ash, you can un-ash him. I'm playing with all of the modern things turned on. Now perhaps that's not as faithful to the original version as it ought to be, but it certainly saves me a decent bit of frustration. And I certainly appreciate that. What? Level drain? No, these are horrifying monstrosities. Kill them! Don't let them drain our levels, our precious levels! They drained the level from V. We'll manage though, we'll manage. Yeah, I mean, I could for the sake of authenticity, and I presume I would be able to manage. I was waiting for this damn thing to blow up in my face. I could, and I could manage. I am a patient man. I can do it, but I don't need to prove this one to myself. I don't. I know I could conceivably do it. I'm not gonna do it. I need to draw the line somewhere. Okay, we can go to the left or we can go down the corridor. Down the corridor. Watch out for pits. Actually, I presumably should heal my party before progressing further. Otherwise, we might just get a nasty surprise. I say the Alma. Yeah. I guess playing this to a certain extent is already a bit of a compromise, because you can, at the very least, play a later installment, or play something more modern. So I'm choosing to dip my toes over here, but Not going all the way as far as the good old-fashioned authenticity is concerned. But I appreciate the fact that there's an option for that. Ah yes, save's coming. Alright. And there's a doll all the way over here to the right. Let's do my pick right now to save. Actually, no, we didn't get. Let's do my pick the first time we get whipped around. Nothing here. We did not get whipped around as far as I can tell. Okay. Let's go through the door again. I don't think we've been here. Another door. We do not get attacked by anything. Go to the right. Nothing. We've explored one gaze hound. One gaze hound? Well, at that point, I'm not gonna. Oh, we surprised the monsters. I'm not gonna torture myself in that capacity either. Down goes the gaze hound. Or the alligator hound, or whatever you want to call it. Oh no, 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 no! Don't surprise us. Okay. Listen, this is awful. I know the spirits have just horrendous AoE. You can't turn undead on them. We need to eliminate them as swiftly as possible. Now, the gargoyles are annoying in their own right, but we can slaughter them. Then there's the wyverns. The running formula. Running away, you mean? It's I think it's a chance based. Hold on, it's based on something. Can't remember what exactly. I think agility for your entire party, and you roll. I've seen it in the manual. Yeah. You roll and the monsters roll, and you only run away if you roll better. So if you're dealing with faster monsters, forget about it. Better to stay in it to win it. Okay, my warriors are gonna go for the wyvern. It's not that powerful of a monster, so it's perfectly understandable. Hold on, do they still have AoE? Yes, they do. In that case, they might as well Mahalito. Actually, considering how rough this is, I'll have Timmy attack the wyvern. I'll have Fui Sopik. I'll have Bvi Sopik as well. Now, Hirimak Heelface needs to desperately try and silence the spirits. So Montino on the spirits. V hides in the shadows, while Maggie desperately casts. They're not undead, so I could hypothetically suffocate them. I would say Madalto on the spirits. We're not taking chances. Hides in the shadows. Madalto! Just one died? Damn it. Okay. And here comes the poison. Okay. The wyvern has been injured. Let's have Timmy try to finish it off. Fui over here should cast his AoE on the gargoyles. You cast AoE on the gargoyles. Healing back Heelface. What, we buddy the spirits? That seems like a waste. Now, he presumably should keep on healing. I would say the final Di Alma on whom? Final Di Alma on Timmy, the frontliner. We attack the spirits from the shadows. We Mahalito the spirits, and that ought to be it. Bathe in flames. They resist it. Okay, redirect the spell. And now it's just the gargoyles. Attack, attack, attack. More health recovery, mostly from tier 4. So Dial, onto V, you hide in the shadows. Maggie, go ahead and Lahalito on the gargoyles. I don't want him to deal more damage to my guys. I don't have that many ways to replenish hit points. Bathe in flames. Attack, attack, attack. Hold on. Latumofis. Need to cure that poison. You, hide in the shadows. Maggie, go ahead and, I don't know, Halito this. Never mind. It's dead. If we fall down a pit, that might be the end of us. But other than that, give me a chest. Yes, a chest! There's a crossbow bolt inside. Disarmed. 720. A sword. Healing my kill face has leveled up. We could go back. Do my pick. Where am I? This is what we know about level 9. A decent bit, quite frankly. A decent bit has been explored. Quite a few rooms. We don't know what's over here, apparently? Interesting. We could conceivably head on back. And I think soon enough we will. It would make sense. Actually, now that I think about it, if we find stairs up on this level, we have no idea where they lead. That would be interesting as an experience. There might be a separate set of stairs leading up. That would be curious. Okay. Well, so that's our understanding of... I have a decent bit of healing, though. That's our understanding of the level improved. No healing on level 3 or 2. So I can deals people back to health. Yes, very slowly. Or not that slowly, depends on rolls. Dios, Dios, Dios and Maggie again. Dios and V. Dios and Maggie. Dios and Healy. And the final Dios and V. Where are the Dioses? Gotta keep using the debuffs. Well, gotta start using the debuffs, actually. We're not exploring much further. Just having the tiniest bit of a gander, and then we're back. All the way back to the elevator. Okay, I think this will be our final battle one way or another. 5 wyverns and 5 level 8 priests. And the monsters... No, 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 no! Stop! Okay, miss. So much poison potential. Miss. Miss, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Yes! They've all missed, okay. Alright. Well, as horrifying as wyverns are, I think I'm going to focus my attacks on the priests. My frontliners can sopic themselves. That sounds more insulting than it should be. We can Bamatu the entire actually, hold on. We can Lorto these guys instead of hoping to Madi. Yeah, preventative medicine, I call it. Preventative medicine. You were surprised by 5 huge... Yeah, 5 wyverns and 5 priests, yeah. My goodness, how did they sneak up on us? Talk about failing a spot check. Okay. I could preserve greater healing, but I think I'm going to use basically the mass kill spell on these guys. V is gonna hide in the shadows. And Maggie the Mage is going to unleash... Why not? Lacanito on the wyverns. Fight! Die! Ow! Ow! Perish! Okay, let's focus on slaying those priests. He Phase, meanwhile, can mature the party, making them basically untouchable. Meanwhile, Maggie can go ahead and wrap things up with a nice little Mahalito Mojito. On the Wyverns. Fight. Yes. Miss. Buff. Miss. Hit. Attack, attack, attack. I still have some heals left. Manifo, let's see if it works. Probably not. But yes, good point. That is indeed surprising. I would not expect this sort of thing. Maggie kills the Wyvern! Well done! You get another kill under your belt or whatever the hell you were. On your sash. Another notch on your sash? No, that's gonna fall apart. Okay, is that it? Are we done? Or do we want another encounter? I think we could get another encounter on our way back. Ah, yeah, they did surprise us indeed. Yeah. Very perverse. I looked at the fact that we were surprised and I was surprised. Because I didn't expect us to get surprised. But then again, do you ever expect to be surprised? And therefore they have surprised us by not surprising us. Which is surprising. By the way, speaking of surprise... Ladies and gentlemen, we are facing 8 bleeps. Don't know what to tell you, the bleeps. Tell me more about bleeps. I think they're gonna try to run away. No, they're not frogs, they're bleeps. You can see it on the screen right here, the bleeps. I'm gonna repeatedly dilto the bleeps. Ugh. To debuff them, you know? No, that makes it worse. Anyway, Bama to the party. Might be some sort of a hound. You're really stretching it at this point. And so are they, actually. Look at him. Lahalito. They surely poison. Whoa, 3 damage. Buff applied. Bathe in flames. Will ya? They will. Excellent. Get debuffed. Miss. Miss. Get debuffed again. And they hit for 8 damage. Of course they do. What hounds eat flies? Let's Matu the party. You hide in the shadows and you... Little Mahalito Mojito? Ah, whatever, Lahalito. Might as well. Go ahead and Lahalito them. Bathe in flames. High agility on the priest... sorry, high agility on the mage is amazing. Starting out combat or starting out a given round by... Wait, what? How many bleeps do we have left? I know. I still have my powerful healing, which I'm not gonna spend. Money for the bleeps. What has my language become? What am I doing? I mean, I'm trying to money for the bleeps, of course. Stop! Bad bleep. Montino the bleeps? Halito the bleeps! Montino was ineffective, of course it was. I just don't know. Attack, attack, attack. Let's inspect the bleeps. Fight! The bleep has been killed. Learn about the bleeps, damn it! Learn about them! We failed to learn anything new. Whatever. The base AC class is 0, which is very impressive. Do we get a chest for fighting the bleeps? We do not get rewarded for fighting the bleeps. The world is a cruel, unfair place. There is no justice. Okay, listen, if I go left or right, for all I know, I'm gonna get stranded. How bad is that gonna be? I'm gonna go to the side. We encounter one troll. We can deal with one troll. Oh yes, the xylophone points. By the way, we surprised the monster. Let's inspect the monster in the process of surprising it. Learn about the we haven't done anything new about trolls. Yeah, I would like to get more. I wouldn't want to just go to the surface merely to level up the priest. Anti-priest trap. Well, that's unfortunate. Whoa! Well, going back up! Well, hold on. Do we have any, well, yeah, wait. I was prepared for just such an occasion. Well, Latumofis is not available, but, hear me out. Hear me out. We, the elevators are indeed a good, handy thing. Hear me out. We have the antidote. We shall... Let's, cure the poison on Maggie. Cure the poison off of the healer. And also go to Maggie, cure the poison. Actually, I could depoison everyone. Yeah. Should have been more diligent. That's the worst part about this. Yeah, but of all the things, I am a patient man. I am diligent, I take care of matters. What has happened to me? But, you know. Okay, I can use the final antidote, and indeed I shall. Question is, do I dig deeper, or do I indeed go back? I should... Whoa! In the floor you see a hole, which appears to be a chute down to the floor below. We have found a way to descend to level 10! There it is! There it is, the way to level 10! If we want to go and retrieve the amulet, there's the way! But we're not going to. We're going to patiently and carefully now explore all of level 9. No, you smash it. Anyway. Up to floor 5. Level up the priest. Explore the rest of level 9. Buy more potions. I don't know if it tells us, but I know for a fact that it's only all the way down to level 10. So technically, if I could take this on, I could just descend to level 10, retrieve the amulet, and be done with things. But I'm going to be a bit more meticulous than that. Okay, I should be able to slaughter the gargoyles, especially since I've surprised them. So ironically enough, there should be no further surprises. Come on. 3 points of damage, but no poison. Do we get a chest? We get a chest. What's in the chest? A gas bomb. The interesting part about this is that what harmed us in the end was the attempt to disarm the chest. Possibly because V got de-leveled. Because she got level drained, so she was not at 12, she was at 11. And therefore could not competently determine the trap. What do I have on cast on these guys? Let's Bamatu over here, hide in the shadows. You go ahead and... Madalto these guys? Whatever. Madalto! Excellent. Any chests? There's a chest! With a gas bomb, B. Thank goodness. Last thing we need is to be poisoned. We go over here, through here, across, left, up. Level fall. To the side. An encounter with 2 bowling beetles. And of course we surprise the monsters. We know everything there is to know about them. Slice, slice, bowling beetles go away. And that's presumably all the encounters we will get on level 4. Alright, no chests, nothing. We veer off to the side, go over here. Through this door, the bird doll, and up we go to level 3. What about Diablo? Alright, we're back to level 2, we're fine. We are gonna make it. Certainly don't have a mega dungeon. They wanted to make it turn-based back in the day. What do you mean it never had permadeath? You can hypothetically make saves, but if your character dies in Diablo 1, that's it. Though I guess, yeah, it's definitely less punishing than in a game like NetHack or Adam. A proper roguelike, if you will. But hold on, Eye of Beholder also has... Well, you don't really go back to town, do you? Well, I don't know whether you do. I know you get trapped in the dungeon to begin with. Anyway, we have made it. We're fine. Okay, well, first of all, we have to go to the temple and pay almost 5k to undrain V, which is fine. Which is perfectly fine. This is not something you could do in the original game as far as I understand it. You get a character drained, well, I guess you're going to have to grind that XP back up. Oh, 3 attribute points, that's sweet. What do I even put those in? How about strength and vitality? More vitality or more strength? I know. And that's why in most games like this, people are incredibly horrified by the prospect of losing XP. A character death is one thing, but a character losing XP? Dreadful. Hours of your life down the drain. 15 hit points on my little priest, that's awesome. Helps him stay alive. 2 new divine spell points. No additional spells have been learned, however. Tier 3 and Tier 4, that's rather meaningful. That means 1 more Cure Poison, something like that. 1 more Baba 2 as well. 2 attribute points to this tribute. He's at maximum intellect and piety. What do I give him? What do I give Hidima Killface? More luck? More agility, so the buffs can... More agility almost necessarily, almost certainly, yes. I need to apply the buffs early on in the fight. I mean, you say that, but Diablo 1 doesn't actually, well, at least just solve it with a town portal. You do, at certain intervals, get little side paths that take you all the way back to the surface. You don't get the elevator, but you roughly do the same sort of thing. You go all the way back down, 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 down. And since dead monsters stay dead, you go through empty levels all the way down to where you've left off. But then again, that's Diablo 1. Diablo 1 is certainly... It's like most early installments of games. It has quite a few ideas there, but the quality of life improvements haven't been invented yet. Okay, 2 more points of agility on the priest, please. And, aside from that, do I rest these guys? How are they doing on experience anyway? The only person close to leveling up is Maggie the Mage. Magnificent. Either way, since we're in this spot anyway, we might as well... Hold on. First, I need to check whether V has any items. She probably does. Well, she's got a couple of broken items. Yeah. You suddenly find a new way from down below all the way to a low level of the dungeon. Magnificent, isn't it? Okay, let's sell the broken items. I could toss them away, but no. Obviously, I'm going to go all the way over here and get that single gold piece, just as a matter of principle. How greedy. Okay, we are removing V, we are adding Pete. Hello, Pete. Welcome back. And now, obviously, we hand all the items off to Pete. Items, what items? Two things off of V. Healy's got a flail. Here you go. Oh my goodness, look at his armor. That's gotta be something. Either very good or very bad. Oh, Pete's full. For Pete's sake. But the point 8 is gone. Oh no, not rounding errors. Okay, hold on. Identifying the sword. It's a short sword +1. That's gonna fetch a pretty penny. This is a long sword -1. This is an anointed flail. This is level armor +2. Who's wearing level armor anyway? This is a long sword. Anyone was level armor here? Anyone into leather? No? -5 and a breastplate. What's V wearing? V, what on earth are you in? Level armor +1. This is an improvement over V's armor. Nice. Okay, at least someone's getting better armor. So, level armor +2, good stuff. We are giving it to Timmy for safekeeping. Everything else gets sold. Well, almost everything else. Hello, Boltac. Here we go. You have to calculate, yeah, that's why computers have the benefits. But then again, I guess some people may appreciate the tediousness of it all. I guess they may be into doing all the calculations and rolling the dice physically instead of just having numbers resolve themselves in the background. I guess some people just enjoy the math. Okay, let's identify the 2 remaining bits of armor. Level armor -1. Haha! You can't equip that, can you? Because you're already wearing something like that. Yep, level drain is indeed just an annoyance. Okay, we're selling both of these from Pete. In the end, it may seem like it was such a terrible trip because I had to spend so much gold on the level drain being removed, but ultimately, we have made more money than we've lost. It was absolutely, perfectly worth it. Okay, one final thing. Who do I need to rest? That's a lot of spell slots, but I think I need to rest Maggie. Kitty McKeelface is fine because he's just leveled up, so all of his spell slots are fine. V cannot cast spells, so forget about it. I could rest the frontliners and not have to worry about healing them. Exactly! Exactly, I'm making that money, so might as well spend it on something, right? Here's Unpetrification, the Resurrection, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's the whole point. But I'm building up quite a bank. And in this version, I don't have to worry about losing all the money because the characters are down there dead in the dungeon and I can't pay for anything. No, the money is global, as are the keys. Okay, I think I'm gonna rest these people. I'm not gonna rest the backliners because they're missing a hit point or 2, that's fine. I can heal those back up with the priest. But I'm gonna rest the frontliners and thus... And I'm also going to replenish the spell slots, so they can cast the little Mahalitos and whatever. How many casts do they even have at this point? 2 casts of AoE spells on my samurai. Pretty awesome. Well, it's interesting from my point of view. I mean, back in the day, you could just put them up over there and they would They would take their time recovering. They would age in the I mean, they still age over here in this version. Whew. Alright. Well, we're ready to explore the rest of level 9, and when I feel ready, I can descend all the way down to level 10. I'm not sure how much I want to level these people up before I'm ready for that. There are certainly more advanced spells that I could acquire that would aid me in that. Yes, there's the final tier of spells I have not even unlocked on these characters, which could be handy in tackling whatever lies beyond. Possibly the wizard awaiting me, possibly something else. So before I grab the amulet, I will at the very least explore all of level 9. For all I know, there's something to be found over there. For all I know, I'm going to find additional keys that I'll be able to use to unlock stuff on level 2, explore a bit further, maybe be able to get from one elevator to the other, possibly. I don't know. Alright, people. I think I'm going to wrap things up for now. That was a decent bit of progress anyway. So for now, thank you all so much for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.